Hi, I'm Jim Sprowl, an account relationship manager with North Central Co-op. We're in Huntington County this morning to talk a little bit about the importance of your planting operation. We should all realize that this is the one chance that we have to do a successful job to try to maximize our yield potential. The success of everything else we do in the field in terms of fertilizer application, weed control, variable plant populations are all determined and dependent on us doing a good job planting. And we know how important this stand can be because there's no way you'll ever raise a 200 bushel corn crop from a 150 bushel stand. So the first thing we'd like to talk about this morning, let's talk about soil temperature. Most agronomists will say that our soil temperature needs to be at 55 degrees or higher at the 2-inch depth of planting in order for that seed to germinate correctly and to grow effectively. So that's the first thing we always want to make sure is we've got a good soil temp. Now, then we also want to make sure that we plant at the proper depth. Almost all agronomists today say we've got to be at least 1.5 inches deep. We've always got to make sure that we get that plant deep enough so that that first set of nodal roots, which are going to appear about 3/4 of an inch above that seed placement, that they are in soil. Otherwise, we'll end up with corn that's floppy corn and can actually fall over because of lack of root production in its early growth stage. The other thing that's really going to be important as we try to make this optimum planting pass is the spacing of our plants. We want to make sure that we keep an even spacing that we're shooting for. The more that we can lower the standard deviation in terms of inches between the plants and differences, the more effective and more better chance we have of making that optimum. When you're trying to figure your population that you're shooting for, always make sure you know the germination of the seed. Most of the seed out there now is running over 95%, but once in a while we'll get into some that's a little less. And at 30-some thousand plants to the acre, if you're off 5% on germination, that's going to be around 1,500 to 1,800 plants. So that could be significant. The other thing that we really like to talk about a lot is slow down. Let's make sure that we're doing a good job of planting. That's going to make all these other factors come together. So in summary, let's always remember when we're out there getting ready to do a planter pass, that our soil temperature is right. We plant at least 1.5 inches deep. We're shooting for the most even plant depth of planting that we can get. We're always vigilant about our spacing and our populations. We're always going to try to keep the speed of our planter at a place that matches the conditions of our soil so that we can allow our equipment the best chance for success. And remember, the condition of the field is always more important than the day on the calendar.